No, man.
Caribbean Celebrity Show.
Caribbean Celebrity Show is Vibes Cartel representing for Cashflow, Mr. X.
It's Shensia representing for Cash Major on the Big Bad Caribbean Celebrity Show.
Cashflow, you a Boston. It's coming from the biggest in the game.
This is yours truly, Natty Conqueror, representing US and St. Lucia. And you're watching Caribbean Celebrity Show.
People, you must keep watching the Caribbean Celebrity Show.
Yo, you don't know it's a girl Carissa straight out of Trinidad and Tobago, and right now I'm bigging up the Caribbean Celebrity Show. All you know, all you're large all over the world. Carissa says, alright.
You can find it every Sunday. You never know who will be featured. This forum is to elevate and educate and entertain the masses.
This is Snoop to the D to the O to the G, endorsing this one for Cash Major and Mr. X on the Caribbean Celebrity Show.
Hi, welcome to the Caribbean Celebrity Show.
If you're looking for promotion,
Are you planning your next Caribbean vacation? I have the perfect destination for you in St. Lucia, with your own affordable accommodations at 4J's Apartments in the Rodney Bay area. At 4J's Apartments, you are situated just 10 minutes walk from the beach and the main shopping in the north of the island, with access to some amazing restaurants and sights and sounds. To book your holiday accommodations, you can visit www.booking.com/hotels/lc/apartment-joanna.html.
Greetings, and welcome to another episode of the Caribbean Celebrity Show. I'm joined here with my co-host, Mr. X. Pick up yourself, Mr. X. How we doing?
Greetings, my brother.
I'm very excited for tonight. We have a very, very important guest in the house. And when I say important, I mean beyond just celebrity. This brother is an icon. He's a well-known public figure. He's a beacon of light when it comes to St. Lucia music, artists, and entertainment. I know you have your questions ready, and I really want to get to know a lot more about this brother because I've been following him for years. Folks, tonight I want you, as you all join the live, feel free to comment. Feel free to ask your questions ready as we get ready to bring on the man of the hour. Mr. X, I think we'll be doing a little Creole, a little patois as well tonight. So you'll have to help me out when I stick. Yeah?
Ok, jodi nou ka represente nom nan pou ouman. Misi sa la se yon an se pligo artiste en cette liste. Non ici, vous pouvez me dire non à présent? Eh bien, après.
Well, vous savez non à présent, vous savez encore, t'as pas de problème.
Ok. Ça c'est un des plus gros artistes qui commence, c'est un des artistes qui commence dans le segment là. Vous comprenez? Yeah man, so l'année Mr. X, Yabi, Ninja Dan, KYATT. Vous comprenez? So ça c'est, il peut nous dire Godfather en Creole.
Ça c'est Go Chef là même.
Go Chef.
Ouais.
Yeah, nous c'est Go Chef. Nous c'est ouais, nous c'est papa. En dernier segment. Yeah man. Et puis après ça nous avons représenté petit monsieur ça là. So Sam, on commencer so on est pour finir l'anglais après ça.
Right. So
yes.
Folks, for our English speaking audience, we have none other than one of the co-founders of the music that is nationally known as St. Lucian music, which is the Dennery segment. He's one of the founding members of that fraternity. Like you have guys like Mr. X himself, you have Ninja Dan, you have Yadi, and you have KYATT. There are others, but that is the forefathers. Yeah. That is the guys who have set the pace and the standard for the next generation and for generations to come. So folks, before we even bring him on, as we mentioned Yadi and we mentioned KYATT, let's try to take on a little performance, a little live sneak peek, so you could see. Because believe me, they say many are called but few are chosen. And let me tell you, this brother have lyrics upon lyrics upon lyrics upon lyrics upon lyrics. Yeah. So let's take in a little live clip and then we'll bring him on.
No, man. Never. All right. Tout nom contre femme. Yo. Toute femme contre un homme. Yo. Toute femme contre un homme. Till you join a lot nom. Now you pas même vletan. All right. Book fou et femme folle. Tout seul mec attend. Toujours en caca yo pas ni pièce la copan. Pas million de bouquini 25 femmes et yo ka fou. La yo tani a di parler bayon. Pour mes jeunes femmes qui vle poiner un homme. Femme qui a l'âge, but yo aime jeune homme. Si nom fait pour femme, et femme fait pour nom. C'est pour qui ça yo pas sa vivre ensemble. Sans moi double. Tout homme contre femme. Yo. Toute femme contre un homme. Yo. Toute femme contre un homme. Till yo join a lot. Là yo pas même blétan. Alright. Femme cacanaise qui capable pour moyen. Non méchanceté qui aime lever la main. Les la journée gourmet. Les ossois yo bien. Bataille non mais femme ça la pas qu'à connaître moi ou pas qu'à attendre. Pas mais
Yeah, man. Let's get him another clip again. He's done many collaborations with several artists, and let's take in this one.
Right now, let me elevate. Dog, this couldn't be the same St. Lucia I know. This couldn't be the sweet Lucia where I grow. Make them a kill people every night in a row. And the innocent can't walk the streets them no more. Instead of making money, them run go make war. And up to now, they don't know where them fighting for. Last week them kill 3, this week they kill 4. Why?
That is a
down. Right now, let me elevate. Dog, this couldn't be the same St. Lucia I know. This couldn't be the sweet Lucia where I grow. Make them a kill people every night in a row. And the innocent can't walk the streets them no more. Instead of making money, them run go make war. And up to now, they don't know where them fighting for. Last week them kill 3, this week they kill 4. Why them no kill poverty? You not see we still poor. I can't believe how the leaders and them so quiet, like them deaf or taking them moo tablets, and they waiting for the innocent to get straight bullets, so the whole of them can make a step. And now me see every youth strap up with a gun like soldier. Well masked tongue, but it's not the corona. Plus me at every junction have a couple gunman. So me friend, what's going on with our veterans and sons? The funding is come on here, another life gone. My advice to them for 2021, let's live up and put the guns down.
Yeah, man.
Mr. X, help me bring on to the Caribbean Celebrity Show the one and only Mr. KYATT. Yes, I. KYATT, welcome to the program, brother. Bless up.
Respect yourself,
my brother.
Yes, man.
Mr. X.
Yeah, man. Working.
I get in, God sir, you go get in trouble for speaking the truth, you know. I see a lot of man claiming they start them segment and all them kind of things, and I hear all man saying, enough people that know that, you know, when Hotness International, man like Exodus and Studio 911 used to do them things, them you was still going to school, you know. Them you was baby.
Yeah, man, them was still going to school. Them it was still going to school.
Apologies, I should have also
I'm afraid to speak the truth, man.
Yeah, man. And one question I asking them, if you perform at the zone, remember the zone, Sam? If them man perform at the zone, I would say okay, they in that. But if you perform at the zone, nah, because I remember the zone. If I don't remember if I know Yadi, I'm Ninja Dan. I can remember if KYATT was there because I know you were always with Yadi, you know. Yeah, the zone. Yeah, man. So I perform the zone. So if them man perform the zone, you know them man in the forefathers as well. Among the forefathers. But if you perform in the zone now.
Give them a piece of history. I like you give them a piece of history. You understand? Because a lot of people ain't know the origins. And there is a big misconception about all that thing. Sometimes you listen and you don't do say nothing. You understand? Let the youth play. Let that one see. I'm proud of the Henry segment. It's taking St. Lucia to the world. And the artists and them coming up and putting a bread through. For me, it don't even really matter. You understand? But a lot of men will always come and take responsibility for them kind of things. And when they themselves wasn't even allowed to come out at the time. You know the amount of milk we they give Yadi and myself for singing them kind of music, saying we Mali Livi, we Mali Mess.
I was telling them the exact same thing.
You get a lot of flack for that.
Yeah, man.
And now all little youth coming and saying all kind of thing, and now it's all
kind of thing.
And they now, instead of paying homage, you know, for that, they now want to say, hey man, we that start that and we that this. You'll probably give it a name, you'll name it. But then
exactly.
True.
I was telling some the exact same thing. I tell some when I started, they didn't want me to sing performance stage because they said I was too nasty. And Platinum George was giving me the you know, give me a little chance for me to perform. You know, they said I was too nasty, so all them kind of vibe. Yeah, man. So then them man get it easier now. Them man get it easy.
And look at the hypocrisy too. St. Lucia, look at what St. Lucia do to the Henry segment. Remember when the Henry segment full-fledged, they used to curse out the artists and say they too vulgar, they too disrespectful.
Yeah.
Right now, St. Lucia take bouillon and have it playing all over. That is 7 times disrespectful than what the Henry segment fellas saying. Because all the fellas songs, put your hand in your dish and put it in your mouth and mat it. It's okay for some other people to do it, but it's not okay for our own people to do it. That's the hypocrisy that keeping us down.
But even as you mentioned that, even the Dominicans will say that even with their own genre and the nasty business, they've gotten a lot of fights. So I think it's a national thing where people tend to not support their own until they see it really reach a certain international level. Then they have to raise it. You know. But we really want to get to know you tonight, Mr. Ali KYATT. So the question is your government name. Where you from? Let us know and big up who you want to big up from your area.
All right. Well, my government name is Alin Augustine Colimo.
Wow.
But at home, they call me Alan. You see, the thing is, I was born on Hurricane Alan, August 4th, 1980. So they named me after the hurricane. So my name at home is Alan.
That's why you're so powerful.
Man, I'm the hurricane, the lyrical hurricane, man. I'm to them. And I'm from the beautiful town of Vieux Fort.
Wow.
I live in a part of Vieux Fort called the Mang. You understand? I want to big up the whole of Vieux Fort from top to bottom, the Mang, Shantytown, Roots Ali, Square, West Side. You know me, I'm passionate about Vieux Fort, and I always willing to try and help out Vieux Fort in any way I can in my music, in my whole vibe, you understand? Because I know where I call home. Yeah, man. Big up all of St. Lucia, especially Vieux Fort.
Now, while you're on the subject, before we go into the questions, we want to just run it a different way. As you mentioned Vieux Fort, you have this song, Rise Again. We'll play a little bit of it and then we'll walk us through and then we'll go through your whole musical journey. Folks, listen to this one. This one is by the man Ali KYATT, Rise Again.
Yeah, man.
From the west to the south, from the north to the east.
Yeah, man, one report.
Well, alright, Vieux Fort will rise again. We done been through the struggles and we've been through the pain, but we will rise again. For the future generation, all the little children, we have to rise again. Politicians and police, you know who I got with, things rough in the streets. And the people them a ball for peace. Me proud of the place where me from. That a Vieux Fort town. It a perfect, but me love it cause that there's human bond. From the airport to the one up to the fish respond. The whole of me a one they call us Vieux Fortians. I remember when the man used to live in Shantytown and every Sunday morning was football in the savannah. Long before they give us guns and divide us in a gangs. We kill we one another like we stupid and dumb. Even the judge and them close cause we go start them a run. So we call call Malaki, tell him to bring the bingy drum. Let me chant some.
Why you think they call us gay for? Because we stay strong.
Yes, so tell us.
That song close to my heart, you know. Passionate about that song.
I realize that.
Trust me, because I live to see people I grew up with killing each other and just making the place unlivable, brother man. And I see I can't do nothing about it. Talk to one side and tell them humble. Talk to the next side and tell them humble, and nothing can stop it. And being an artist, being a musician, the only way I can play a role is in music. And you know, it's a bedroom that linked me and tell me, KYATT, we want you to do a song. We having a movement called Viewfort Rise Again. We want you to do a song on that and dedicate it to Viewfort. And I saw that as an opportunity to play my part now. To tell the youth, me say, that is our Viewfort. Let me know, mash it up. Let me do fuck it up. You know, make it livable for our children and our family and thing. Because it was hurting me, you know, brother man. When you from some place and you love that place and you seeing it getting destroyed and you feeling like you hopeless, you cannot do nothing, brother man. Your hands tied.
Wow.
It hurts, big man. But I glad right now, Viewfort, you know, it healing, the rising start. You understand? It ain't there yet, but it starts. So I'm happy about that. And I want the world to know that.
Yeah, man. Viewfort, folks, if you come to St. Lucia, Viewfort is in the south. You could enjoy it.
Yeah.
The people are very lovely people. A lot of talent coming from Viewfort as well in the sports and in the music and stuff. You know. So, KYATT, I really want to, before Mr. X starts with his questions, I want to ask you. You give us your name. I want to know how long you've been in the music business, for those that don't know, on average.
Well, actually, professionally, I would say maybe 10, 15 years. When I say professionally, like living off of music, that's my only source of employment, you know, right now. But I've been doing music from a youth, been loving music. My father used to have his records and thing, and I used to, you know, love music growing up as a youth. But
big up your
it's been like 15 years.
Big up your pops. Yeah, big up your
man.
pops.
Yeah, man.
All right.
That's why they call me Tiki Son. Father name Tiki Son, and I am Tiki Son. So big up Mr. Tiki Son anywhere in the world.
So I want us to, whilst we speaking on the music also and the St. Lucian culture and the St. Lucian life. Okay, so you've been raised in Viewfort. I know a lot of the entertainment in St. Lucia has generally been in the north of the island. What has contributed to you, even when we know that there was the onslaught of the different, as you mentioned, the crime elements and stuff. What allowed you to still remain and not migrate out of that area?
Yeah, that's a good question, bro. I love that. Well, to be honest, a lot of people I know, a lot of friends saying, yeah, man, come up north, Ghana, there's more opportunities, come do this, come do that. I guess it's a combination of, you know, the love for my place, wanting to see Viewfort rise and be, you know, and plus, you know, when you're from somewhere and you have different responsibilities, then you can't just pack up and leave and all that. But I always want to do the come up from Viewfort and prove that, yes, it's easier up north. It might be easier somewhere else, but yes, I can do it from Viewfort. You understand what I'm showing you? But I've seen a lot of people but I still feel, I always say St. Lucia too small for the kind of division we have, like, you know, north and south, and where Castrisman and Viewfort, man, we're just too small for them kind of thing. This time we should be sharing rhythms and sharing producers, and man should be coming together and making the movement big and strong.
True.
Yeah.
True. Mr. X, I'll let you take it over.
Yeah, man. What I want to ask is collaborating with Sylvester Peter. You know Sylvester Peter, right?
Ituba, man.
Ituba, yeah. Sylvester Peter and Andrew Haynes. You know who's Andrew Haynes, right? Yeah. How did this partnership influence your growth?
Well, it did a lot, you know, because when I met Yadi, musically, my whole thing changed. I've always known Yadi, you know, all my life, because he's a Viewfortian just like me.
Right, true.
And when Yadi and I linked up, because some guy had paid me to do an ad, like a dub for him by Yadi's place. And when we went there, Yardy, Cold Sweat, and some other friends, Cold Sweat, myself, and some other friends, when Yardy heard our vibe, we decided to tag along, came by him more often, start recording, start being on shows. So through Yardy, I learned a lot musically because this man had already done it, and took me to big shows. His wealth of knowledge in the music is something, you cannot just get anywhere. And not just in music, in life, as a elder man in life would always, because that's why we call him Yardy me daddy. That's how this man treats us like a father. You understand? We learned a lot. Ituba, I did Dread and the Beast, the album with him. Ituba same way he's from Viewport, so I've known Ituba.
Okay.
And I got the link up when he was doing the Dread and the Beast album. I did a song, the album is called Freedom. And I did the single called Dread and the Beast with him on that album. So the link, create from there. So like I said, a wealth of knowledge from these guys. I'm still learning from them every time I go up the road. They pick me up and take me around, and so trust me, I'm blessed to have people like that in my corner.
Yeah, man. So how do you balance entertainment with social media commentary in your music?
Say that again?
Yeah, how do you balance entertainment with social media commentary in your music?
Sometimes, I listen, I read the comments, watch some of the things, and I laugh. I say to myself, "KYATT, you're gonna pick on everybody." Some of them, I look to myself and see, but I wouldn't go online and tackle them. Because I understand people, people strange and different. Somebody likes something while somebody else wouldn't like it for X, Y reason. But I'm glad and blessed to have social media, because this is what has allowed me to stay there that long. You understand? Even when DJs don't want to play you and radio don't want to play you can put on your phone, go on social media and get people interested in your thing. Let people see what you have to offer. So a lot of young artists, they have to make use of social media.
True.
Keep their presence there, let people know they're there. That's what I do all the time. That's why I'm always, relevant.
That's true.
So I'm blessed to have social media.
Yeah, I've seen some live of yourself, and I want to big up this other brother, Bix, General Bix.
Yeah, man, General, my brother.
I think you guys are so talented. I don't think you'll even have a glimpse of the idea, because y'all guys go live and y'all freestyle. You know what I mean? Y'all whatever topic and then you could see like you're putting on a show wherever you're like, it could be on the block or wherever, and a lot of artists refuse to do so. They won't go live, and even if they go live, they will not freestyle live and those sort of things. And I mean, you seem to be the person that an artist has to call your name to get, well, I will not say a forward, but to get some attention and some notice. There have been times I've seen over the years where even on stage you've done clashes, you've done so many different freestyles and stuff, and people probably don't have the understanding of how difficult it is to just any topic on the spur of the moment and to just be so fluent. What do you attest to you being so great at freestyle? Because on my hands I could count less than 5 people on the island that is at that level.
Well, I'll say, the more you do something, the better you get at it. You understand? I grew up in the neighborhood, and my friends and I would just, diss each other and say things and fire chat, counteract. And, we grew up watching a lot of Teen and Bounty Killer and, artists and things. And the next thing is, what music comes naturally to me. Wherever we is and we feel the joy, we sing. I know a lot of artists that, they come in a place and act like superstars and they sing and do this. I mean, if music means something to you that always running through your veins, we hear beat, we hear too noise, and we just feel like doing music. You understand? A lot of people is just song singers, somebody write them a song, or they take a month and put a few words together. Right now they have that AI thing, a lot of them jumping and probably using that AI thing. So for them, music not natural. That's why they do things. Myself, General Bix, if you see us in our thing, we singing all the time. We making music, singing. We like other people's songs when we hear it, we singing along with it. Everything. It's not only when we on stage or when we on camera and thing, we want to sing and put on music for us. It's just that's what we do, you know. So for me, that's why it's easy like that.
Sorry for cutting you short. Remixes. You and Ricky T, I think that's the remix king.
Yeah.
You guys will take a song. Folks, I want to play some songs so y'all could. And I mean, if you don't really understand the Creole, well, you have to learn it, folks. You know, for
you know me and Ricky T dropped a song last year, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Who asked you that, Ricky T? Big up Ricky T, my artist. That
yeah, man. Big up, yeah, man. Yeah, big up Ricky T, yeah, man.
And first time I saw Ricky T perform was a Guinness freestyle somewhere in Castries, but we went there. We was in the finals, and he went on stage and did some mad remix. I was like, yo, this youth crazy, this youth bad. And then you understand too, Ricky T from day one, be love, you understand? And remixes, a lot of artists doing it now, you know. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And all over the world, man, all the Jamaicans, everybody doing that. You have to keep the music. Sometimes you see Shake It to the Max, you see the amount of people that remix it all over the world. They want to St. Lucian style. They want to hear how Matt McMahon goes on it. They want to hear, that's how the world is going, you know. Come on. Kaboom.
Lyrics back up pour faire yo magical pack. Et puis yo money check, passe-toi pas chicat. C'est femme là ouais moi yo ka shake it to the max. Dada belle so moi fait ça casser pack. Yo ka fait chez moi bat là yo commence tic tac. So depuis yo matin na ba yo comme belle tap. Oi, c'est quoi ça mon Dieu fait nègre. Depuis fait moi ouais c'est bon femme moi ka paye, ma ka boule, ma ka rap, ma ka ben, ma ka beg. Même si moi s'appelle Bougled ou pas ka gun. Oi, c'est quoi ça mon Dieu fait nègre. Depuis fait moi ouais c'est bon femme moi ka paye, ma ka boule, ma ka rap, ma ka ben, ma ka beg. Même si moi s'appelle Bougled. Sous quoi ça
I like how you have the jovial, the funny aspect in the lyrics as well. You put things in like Memsi may say bell book led. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is a good looking up.
That is our everyday talk, you know, that is how we talk. Me and my friends, and that's what we say, you know, and so it translating into the music is life that making the music, you understand? Yeah, man. And we see ourselves as spokesman to the people. Whatever the people saying on it, we are the ones who come out with a microphone and let the world enjoy as artists and things.
An artist. Now, I want to ask you a question. I want you to be honest with me. Because in my mind, I already know what I believe is the answer, but I want to know if you share the same view. Do you believe you are underrated in St. Lucia?
Definitely, man.
All right.
Definitely. And let me just tell you, being underrated does motivate me a lot. Because I always feel I have something to prove. I always feel that you ain't good enough, so you have to keep pushing and doing more. That makes me want to work even harder. So it's good, man. You know, God on time, you know, brother, man. Believe in that. When the time is right, brother, man, I will reap the reward. Just God on time.
True.
Yeah,
so
man.
as you could see, he's been in the business for at least roughly about 10-15 years. And I say that to this point, the artists that come across with 1, 2, 3 years under their belt, and they, you know, they think that they're already there. You know, they don't want to pay homage or respect to artists like
that's
yourself.
why they do last long, you know. That's why they do last 10, 15 years like man like me. 2-3 years, you wouldn't forget their name. You forget what song they had. Yeah. Now, as soon as the breeze blow, they get cool. Longevity is the thing to remain there and be respected. You understand? Yeah, that's the thing. But I don't worry them, man. A lot of them I try and help them out as much as I can along the way because you know how the thing is. That thing will live longer than me and you. Know? So the much we can share and pass on, the better for us, you know?
Yeah, man. So another question I want to ask you. Having participated in the 2023 Power Soca qualifiers with Do Bring Man in the house, what was your experience like that for you?
Well, it wasn't new to me, you know, because like I said, with Yadi, we've been to the Soca Monarch finals with Yadi a couple times, so I have already had that little. I just wanted to do it myself this time to see, you know? Yeah, because in St. Lucia, you have to do things for you to keep yourself, you know, trending and keep yourself in the sauce, like they say. So, no man, Do Bring Man in the House, that's a song I made, another song I made on the spot about a video that was circulating on the internet. This time I saw it like less than an hour. I had a track out, and you know it was viral. So I decided, why not just jump on it? You know, a little song, and I had fun doing it. You know, as usual, everywhere I go, I try and have as much fun as I can. Try and enjoy the thing. Don't make it serious and like it work and everything. So I enjoy the process. I got to link and network with a lot of artists as usual. You know, so I hope to do that again this year. I have like 7 songs ready to, you know, just drop and jump the thing. So I want to go through the whole process again, both groovy and soca. As me, you know, Ali, like I said, I've already done it with Yadi a couple of times, so I know the whole thing, how the setup is, the whole light and everything, you know. But this time is Ali KYATT, Father Rhymes, just me.
Yeah, man. Carnival season is a significant time, you know, for artists. So how do you stay connected with your fans during this period?
Well, that's why that's the kind of artist I am. I do soca, I do dancehall, I do rap, I even have country and western. So I could, no matter what season it is, I'm always, you know, I will do things. And there's a few artists which like that, you know, Crocodile like that, General Bakes, you know. But a lot of artists is when carnival season closed, you don't hear them for a while.
True.
Until carnival season start. I try and avoid that thing from the time I started doing music. I started with just dancehall. And we start doing soca when we start linking up with Yadi. We really got into soca. That's another one of the things I learned from this man. And we start doing soca and everything now. So right now, I have a little piece of both, you know. So if you notice, I've dropped a few soccas over the years. Like I say, I have a few to drop this year to do soca monarch and groovy monarch. So look out for, you know, Ali KYATT for that.
Okay. Sam, I'm going to put him in trouble now. I'm laughing. Which female artist do you admire in St. Lucia?
Female artist? I admire every single female artist in St. Lucia. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Big up all of them. Yeah, man. I think we need more female artists in St. Lucia too. Definitely. Because that thing is male dominated, as you could see, but we could make with a few female artists to come and nice up the vibe. But yeah, man, some of them Tisha KYATT to Ginger Snap is an artist too, Ginger Bad. It's enough female artists, but we need more, much more to come in.
Yeah, much more. Yeah. And we need a Destra.
Yeah, man.
Patrice Roberts
from St. Lucia. All right. In the comments, we don't want to neglect our comments. We have Music Fest Setley C says, KYATT, keep up the great work. Emric says a vibe. Ben Bruno says, are you looking to grow your YouTube channel? Oh, that's one of the marketers that come on there asking to can help you boost your visibility.
Music Fest, you know.
Yeah.
Music Fest. Every year, Music Fest in December in Viewfort. Make sure you check out Music Fest.
Okay.
Big up Mr. Omar David. Big up Music Fest, yeah? Straight.
All right. We have Daryl Francis who says, Lodge up KYATT. David George, big up yourself. David George say, great song, brother. David George was here with us last Sunday past. That's one of the lead singers from Triple K Band. Big up yourself, Sonic. Desi J says, blessings. Yeah, so folks, any questions you have, feel free to ask. He's right there. I had a message earlier from one of your biggest fans. Let me see. He said to me, boy, let me tell you something. Ali KYATT is the greatest artist St. Lucia has ever produced. I'm his biggest fan. I would love one day to meet him. You understand? Now, that is why it's important that we do this show. Because a lot of the times, if people don't get to physically meet you guys, all they have is your music. And sometimes they want to know more about your story. They want to, they look up so much. And sometimes it's almost, some people may never get the opportunity to meet you, KYATT. So, and all over. And, it was important for you to come and not just to promote your music, but we really want to know the real, thing in the music. So I want to ask you, what has been one of your biggest challenges in music, in your music career?
I would say support, man. Support goes a long way, you know. And I feel not just me, but that happens to almost most of our artists. That's why St. Lucia music is kind of behind most of the other music, you know. And the people and them, we don't buy music anymore. We really support the artists and push them to the level they need to get to. You understand? So that is one of the setbacks. And you know, basically, like I keep telling myself, as long as I'm there and I'm still alive, there is still a chance for me to do what I'm supposed to do. So it's called on time, like I tell you. I don't have to keep putting in the work. You understand? And God will it, I go to reap the reward. You know? But then, like I keep telling my people, we all are the ones that will take us to wherever you want to see it, whatever superstar down, thing you want to do, you'll have to buy the music, stream it, even the views on YouTube and everything, you'll have to check on the artists so they can get paid.
Yeah, support.
That support is one of the biggest things for real. No? Definitely.
I want to read this one. This one is one of my favorites. I just, you know.
Well, alright, hey, boy, me no mama. Who pates have but
Yeah, man. There is a big difference in seasoned artists and the Johnny Come Yesterday artists, because you guys use they have a thing they call parable. In other words, like they have some phrases that you'll use, and I don't know if it's something that you'll got from the older generation still. You know, but the young artists don't have those things in their lyrics. All they don't have that, yeah. If you get where I'm coming from, KYATT.
Yeah, man, that's the way we speak, man. That's just actually how we talk, so we translating back into the music. What's going on?
Yeah, man. So have you ever had an occasion where you lost your lyrics and you've had to have a ghostwriter or somebody step in?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I don't try to write the songs, and them a lot of them write themselves, in the sense that when I feel it, I spit it. If I don't feel it, I don't force it. I go on the block, go on to loud, smoke a weed, go to the beach, do something until my body, my spirit, my energy say, yeah, you feel that you're ready for that. So that's why I don't ever run out with the lyrics. So if I ever run out, I leave it alone, free up my mind, and then I come back to it with a fresh mindset and boom.
So, how can you be contacted? For bookings, it could be for dub plates. How can somebody, a promoter, anybody reach out to you? If you could just let us know the best way to contact.
For booking, I want to big up, first of all, before I say that, let me big up my team, Brotherhood Entertainment, a brand new management, my whole team. So for bookings, you link Brotherhood Entertainment, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everything, Brotherhood Entertainment. Junior, big up yourself, big up the whole team. For dubs and drop and things, you could link me, KYATT Father Rhymes, at 721-6775. You could link me on Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, the same way, TikTok, KYATT, at all those, handles. Yeah, but Brotherhood Entertainment for booking, Junior, my manager, big up yourself. You understand? Anybody who want to link me, I will give you a number or something to link up, because a foreign number that is long, you can cram it and things, Yeah.
True. And I mean, you've been coming off the heels of, you were just in the United Kingdom, for those who don't know. You were recently performing. And then you also perform at Jazz as well. Jazz, which is our big festival in St. Lucia Jazz Festival. Tell us, what was the experience for you? The first time? Yeah.
You want me to tell you about London?
Yes.
You let the England cold like fridge. So let's see, that's man have to smoke some weed. So me get a white girlfriend. Then me make a climb Big Ben. We wait until it's 10 past 10. Then miss anything me say, I want you to say anything. You in England right now, though?
Yeah.
In it.
All right, cool. Yo, let's see England cold like fridge.
In it.
So me have to smoke some weed.
In it.
That's right. Yo, let's see England cold like fridge.
In it.
So me have to smoke some weed. Are you telling me in England you live? And you never cross the London Bridge? Are you telling me it's Luton you from? So where you get the English slang? What is you for London? But you acting like you just come down. So me get a white girlfriend. Then me make a climb Big Ben. We wait until it's 10 past 10. Then me make the girl climb it again. Hey, you ever ride the red double decker? And it's 2 5ers can make a 10er. Got me London, England nice twice. I can't lie. I enjoyed the experience. I want to big up my team again, Brotherhood Entertainment. Wonderful experience. I did 3 different performances, you know, and all of them was wonderful. Yeah, man. Big up the whole West Ham, Plistau, Plastau. You know, understand? Trevor, big up yourself. Thanks. Listen, Rebel, big up AJ's Lunch. You understand? But London was wonderful, though. Wonderful. Yeah, wait to go back.
Tell us about your experience performing St. Lucia Jazz 2025.
Oh, yeah. It was wonderful. You see, it's a process. Last year, I did Soufre Jazz, which was, how they call it, community jazz. This year, I did the opening jazz, which is national jazz. Next year, I do main stage. It's a process. So I tell you, God and time. Everything coming in stages, you know? So I was honored and proud to be part of the St. Lucia All-Stars. Performing on the opening of jazz this year was a wonderful experience as usual. As usual, I get to network with a lot of artists and producers and, you know, different people in the music industry. Take a lot of pictures, you know, already backstage setting up myself was really nice. Myself, Bix and Umpa, Diane Nomi, bunch of us part of the St. Lucia All-Stars along with DYP. Big up DYP, Pen, always giving ID strength, always calling up and big up DYP. To the world.
Yeah, man. Big up Pen. Big up Pen.
Now, we want to take a video of yours, you know, folks, and also, as he's mentioned, support is important. So you have to check out his music online and follow him on social media. You touch different range of topics. You know, your music covers so many different topics and stuff. And I feel, at least, I'm glad that I could understand Creole very well. Let's take in this one. Let's take a piece of one of his videos, folks.
Good. Yo, Dr. G, ou sa blane a chay moun ki jamor, et puis still ka peche moun viv. Et ou sa blane a chay moun ka viv, be yo la comme si yo jamor. Ajangaje, c'est ça, ajangaje. On se qu'on la journée matin nous ni baba lenga brûlé. J'engagé, et à ce que fait moi malouni non moi la dit job papier. J'engagé, ou pas ni ça ou pas j'y bébé on soit matin nous ka voler. J'engagé, rien qui c'est yo kasime. Yo pas les gâteaux you pour yo plein nous finir les chine. Et puis on y baba lenga line. À la tête nous tous les jours, mais tout pour servir une café plié. Yo qui vote, yo qui peut plier. Et puis yo plie pour passer bon Dieu, mais c'est quoi yo rapouine. Achaï moun bado yo se gade. Yo qui plie au machine ouais. Tout ça pour ça franc ouais. Yo c'est engagé. On se fait qu'on la journée matin nous ni baba lenga brûlé. Engagé. La chaï fait moi malouni non moi la dit job papier. Engagé. Ou pas ni zèle ou pas j'y bébé on soit matin nous ka voler. Engagé, yeah. Toujours passer un peu romantique. Depuis yo ouais nous jol yo long, j'y faut trois bébés qui vont conflit. Et puis ça volait pas ce kayali. Pas des ailes, yo m'a cassé si yo j'aimais pas ce kayali. Sous pas mon yo quand mon soin pour nous. Quand il mettait quatre bits ni gens ouais puis la famille. C'est vieux la mère puis jalousie. Qui me croit gros petit cacouiller la vie. So yo tout c'est engagé. On se fait qu'on la journée matin nous ni baba lenga brûlé. J'engagé, la chaîne fait moi malouni non moi y'a les petits job papier. J'engagé, ou pas ni zèle ou pas j'y bébé on soit matin nous ka voler. J'engagé, Yeah, yeah. Aye qui say yo ka si me. Yo pa ple ghetto youth for where yo ble nou fini a le chine. Et puis on y va balen kanine. Allez tête nous tous les jours, mais tout pour 7 ka fait plier. Yo qui monte, yo qui point plier. Et puis yo pli pour passer bon Dieu, mais c'est quoi yo ka kwene. Ajaï mon gadou yo se gade. Yo qui pli go machine ouais. Tout ça pour ça from yo c'est engagé.
Let me tell you. Now that's facts, you know. That's reality. For those who don't really understand the Creole, just tell them what you're talking about in that song. Just give them a little, you know.
Okay, John Gaje is what we call like a witch in Creole in St. Lucia, like somebody that does, yeah, you know, a mythical thing. But that's what we call, and the song is I use it like a prayer. I perform. Sometimes it's the first song I perform.
Oh, wow.
Where, you know, I ask the people to put on the light, put on the lighter, and, you know, if you believe in God and good over evil, because that's what the song is saying, you know, no matter how people in the obia and in the badness, as long as you have faith and you keep praying and you believe in good over evil and thing, you know, you will always overcome them. So, and the song is a big song, you know, song been out for a long while, and song has been played religiously, you know, people play the song, yeah. It's a big song.
Big tune. I read a comment
there.
there.
247 studios, you know, from up in Tirush. 247 studios. Dr. G. R.I.P. Dr. G passed away. The guy that produced that. Dr. G. That's General Big Brother. He was a music teacher at one of the secondary schools. Big up Dr. G and 247 studios.
Okay. We have Tyrone Jiggy Max in Canada. He says, big up General Augustine Colimo. We also have Emrico says the cat murder crocodile in old time clash. Very lyrical artist. Now, this is facts, you know, because there was a time in St. Lucia where, I mean, I remember I've actually seen an artist clash. I think it must be crocodile as well, down south. And then, boy, let me tell you, I think it's healthy to some degree if the artist has an open mind and they don't take things personal, because some artists take that thing personal. They don't realize it's entertainment, you know, and the bigger picture is we should all be working together rather than against each other. But like I said earlier, you seem to be the artist when dancehall is concerned that artists seem to want to instigate some sort of feud or clash with, because it will bring some attention to the name. How do you feel about that?
To be the man, you have to beat the man. It's cool, you know. To be the best, you have to beat the best.
Right.
The artists before, you see artists like Crocodile and myself and guys in my generation, we used to see clash as a good thing, as sharpening our skill, as getting us, you know, more strong. The youths and them nowadays sensitive, they can't take a diss, you know, you know, you understand, even the lyrics, they're talking about more badness than actually rhymes and similes and metaphors and things.
Yeah.
You know, before when I grew up, we used to sit down around the gutter on the block and just fight a little this and little chat at each other and comebacks and little thing. For us, that's fun. That's what that sharpness. But them youths nowadays, I know, you know, them Trinidad youths and them kind of bad men.
Different generation.
Yeah, them sensitive, you can't even. So I definitely never want to be the one to let music lead to violence. That is opposite of what I believe music should be. It's just like football. If two ballers have an argument, they should settle it on the field.
On the field.
Two artists have an argument, they should settle it on the stage or in the studio. It should never lead to we on the road want to shoot and kill each other and them nonsense. That doesn't make sense. Better we low music and just go and do that.
True. Very, very, very true.
No, the
best part I'd like some when they said one to them gay folks with them gay jokes, and then you consider the pigmentation of your epidemic is caused by Arabic gesticulations. I don't associate with you because you're personal non grata. Well, I had to go and research for that word.
You know, well, that is it. That's what I have to say under your homework.
That itself is a phrase from the streets. You understand? There is a elder man that always giving them kind of speech, and we always jokingly, you know, trying and repeat the speech, figure out what it means and understand it till it stick in our brain so much that when we go and write music, If a line went right away to the music. That's why I tell you, we are spokesmen to the neighborhood. We are the microphones of our people. When I go out, anywhere I go and represent and perform, I feel like I represent in St. Lucia. I feel like an ambassador. I feel like representing our language, our culture, our food, our flag, you know, the way I talk, everything. And I do my best to bring that out to the world, to let them want to love St. Lucia, want to visit us, want to enjoy our culture. You understand? So music in itself have to be with love, brother man. If not, then we shouldn't be doing music. You understand? If you can't take a diss, you shouldn't be in music. If you cannot take a counteraction or joke or something. I do a lot of those freestyles and I say little things about certain man jokingly. And sometimes when I see certain man, I say, boy, cat them little do that, I trust in them. If they watch you, they act funny, you know, you could see they say something. And I don't mind. Still have love for them, man. Pick them up.
Yeah, man. So as a veteran, in the game, what legacy do you hope to leave for your music?
I definitely want to be remembered, man. I want to be remembered as a lyricist, as somebody who could just take on any topic, any subject, and just make a song out of it. You know,
Pause,
somebody that was
pause. We put you to the test right now. So you said just on the spot, pick a topic. So Mr. X, put him to the test. Give him either a word or a phrase, and we put you to the test, Cat.
But listen, listen to me. You know what you just do me there. Listen. Watch out now. My legacy speak for itself. That's just like some people on Facebook. No matter how much time I kill an artist, they will still send a next one.
All right.
If after I kill the fourth one, I don't prove myself yet. When will I prove myself?
Prove yourself.
Like what you said on the spot. I've done that with a voice note now. Bam, look a song. Saw a video, look a song. And you still feel the need now to say, yes, let's test him. That's kind of what I think some of the fans just do me. Sometimes like, Cat, that's how we always send in the next man. Look what the next man reach. Send him for Cat to kill. Why? I should buy not okay, because Cat. Relax yourself, do songs to enjoy.
I know that is something that you do in your sleep. You come up with lyrics and stuff. We normally sometimes ask artists to freestyle or to to do something. So as you see that's your legacy.
Definitely, bro. The small thing. I just showing you as you say that.
Yeah.
Listen, a lot of times I say that about the people. Why they always keep sending that one, send that one, and send that one. Is that you like how many of them man you have to kill?
Yeah.
For them man to say, okay, Cat, the cemetery fool or something, you know what? Slow them and go on, man.
I want to say something.
I want to applaud y'all guys for what you're doing. I've been seeing the show not today. I mean, it's a while. I know y'all guys doing that, and we need more stuff like that to highlight the culture, the artist, and the art form, and on a global stage like that again. So, and right now, y'all probably people ain't gonna really see the benefits of it, but in a few years down the road, with all that things you'll accomplish, they will see. You know, all the artists and them you'll catalog there, and you'll get the history and them kind of things. You need them stuff. So I want to applaud y'all guys for that. That's a wonderful thing. Don't give up. I know it's not easy.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah, man.
But God and time, trust me.
And big up Gozile. Gozile is in the house. You have a big track with Gozile that you'll have just released.
Yeah, man. Big up Gozile.
Tell us about that song.
I'm a general.
Big up Gozile.
Well, that song happened when we was performing at the cultural center, Yadi, Gozile, and myself. I think it was the Creole song competition. We were guests on it. And after the show, Gozile mentioned that he was going down to Ransom's place by the studio. And I told Yadi, I said, I go roll with Gozile, we go just make a line. So I went down the road with Gozile to Ransom, I think it's an answer. When there, I played the song for me on the road, the place. I heard the song, I was like, oh boy, I have to be on that. I have to build a verse. Outside of the studio, I build my verse about 16 bars, chop it up and bring, Gozile fly out with it. Next thing I hear the song, mix and master, big bumbo clad song.
Wow.
It's like 2 or 3 years we have this song, we just finally putting out the video right now.
Yes.
That's the kind of songs I want to do. That's a song that is timeless.
Yes.
Timeless. This song will outlive me. You know what I'm saying? I want to do songs like that my children will get old and still listen to. You understand? So big up Gozile on that song there. Yeah,
man.
The Virgin that produced the beat, man. I can't remember his name. Nigel, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, St. Lucian youth produce the rhythm too, but big song, trust me. Big up Ransom too.
Yeah, man. Ransom, yeah, man. Top.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. One of the best producers in St. Lucia for the time there.
I think it's Christopher Neal.
Oh, Christopher Neal.
I think it's
Okay.
Christopher Neal.
Oh wow.
I'm not sure, but I think it's damn right. Yeah, but this
Okay.
song did the video, the video, top quality. Trust me, doing good on YouTube. Check out my YouTube page, KYATT TV. That is my YouTube handle. All them videos and them thing there, you could find it. Yeah, man. But the song, trust me, big song.
Let's take
It's called
in
Jalousie.
piece of that song, folks. Let's take in a piece of the song.
Push a corner, KYATT for the runs. Samadula, oh, you jaloux vivre nous. You pas à vivre pour nous. You pas dit l'amour pour nous. You pas qu'à prêter pour nous. Oh, you jaloux vivre nous. You pas à vivre pour nous. You pas dit l'amour pour nous. You pas qu'à prêter pour nous. Hey, c'est le rouge même que tu saurais. Jol yo long go so way walk. Ou qui ça yo jaloux le nous ka jwen ni belle. Yo fâché, le yo ton. Ça la caille brûlée la peau. Brûlée. Tous les jours n'a travail pour tout ça me plaît. Sans même si yo fâché moi pas me plaît. Ça me dou là. Oh yo jaloux vive nous. Yo pas ça vivre pour nous. Yo pas ni l'amour pour nous. Yo pas qu'à prêter pour nous. Oh yo jaloux vive nous. Yo pas ça vivre pour nous. Yo pas dit l'amour pour nous. Yo pas qu'à prêter pour nous. La vie nous est qu'on yon des fois. Nous pas qu'à prendre chapeau qu'on nous passe à prendre ça. Yo pas qu'à crucifier nous quand Jésus y a les croix. Dans cet homme, yo c'est Jack, nous c'est moi. Ça me doux. Oh, yo jaloux vive nous. Yo pas ça vivre pour nous. Yo pas dit l'amour pour nous. Yo pas qu'à prêter pour nous. Oh, yo jaloux vive nous. Yo pas ça vivre pour nous. Yo pas dit l'amour pour nous. Yo pas qu'à prêter pour nous. Yo t'aime lingo silé. Ça la caille brûlée la peau, yo connaît bête brûlée. Tous les jours n'a travail pour tout ça me plaît. Sans même si yo fâché moi pas mêlé. Ou chaque honnête, c'est KYATT, moi qui mène. Qui dit lyrics comme moi à la boîte, ça y est. Y'a pour qu'à du yo bataille, c'est la bon fic vête. Moi ça la caille porte yo en tête, ça me doux. Oh, yo jaloux vive nous. Yo pas ça vivre pour nous. Yo pas dit l'amour pour nous. Yo pas qu'à prêter pour nous. Oh, yo jaloux vive nous. Yo pas ça vivre pour nous. Yo pas dit l'amour pour nous. Yo pas qu'à prêter pour nous. Oh, yo jaloux vive nous. Yo pas ça vivre pour nous. Yo pas dit l'amour pour nous. Yo pas qu'à prêter.
Yes, man. Pick up yourself, those great songwriter, performing artist. Yeah, man. So, can we expect more collaborations like this, my brother?
Definitely. And I have a few of them, you know. I have that song with Alpha Allen. I have one with Invader.
Okay.
And myself have one, you know, and I hoping in the future, you know, to do more big collabs like this, you know. Me and J-Buds just drop a song.
Okay.
J-Buds is called Toute la Vie. It's a remix of All My Life in Creole.
Okay.
J-Buds and myself. Just.
Another underrated artist again, you know, J-Buds.
Yeah, J-Buds is another top artist. I think really and truly, a lot of the artists from the South don't get the recognition that they deserve, you know. But it's nice to see that it's changing. I think that is changing from what I've observed recently. I think, especially for social media, you know, artists are getting discovered and getting heard and getting, you know, viewed and getting support. But, you know, I'm grateful and thankful for you joining us today, because it's important that we, as we say, to give artists their flowers whilst they're around, you know, so they could actually feel the love and see the love and the, you know, I mean, you'll always get people who are will try to criticize or to try to discredit or break you, but we're not focusing on the negative. We're only focusing on the positive.
The hate does only motivate, bro. Trust me.
True. And I'm really proud of, you know, over the years how you've maintained that consistency, you know, and have continued And you know, like you have fans all over the place. You inspire the next generation. So, you know, I really want to say thank you for being such a great impact on the culture, the local culture, because we know dancehall is not a big genre in St. Lucia, not as big as country and as soca. And see that you are still raising that bar and maintaining that level, you know, so the next generation could take and continue to do the work from wherever, you know, you live off. But I really want you to know that, you know, we see you as one of our top celebrities. We see you as one of the icons in the business. Never have a doubt in your mind. The appreciation and the love that, you know, everybody I spoke to when I said, boy, you know, Ali KYATT is coming on this on the forum, it was just positive and excitement, you know. So we're really proud of you as a son of St. Lucia. You know, I'm really, really proud, and I feel honored to be speaking, in my humble opinion, to one of the greatest that have graced our island, come out from our island, and the world is yet to see your talent, you know. So I'm honored that you're here, and I'm really proud of you, my brother. You know?
Yeah, man. And saying that, son, I want to ask him, like, is there anything like you wish you would have done differently in your musical journey?
To be honest, I've had fun so far. You know, I don't really think I would do maybe you know, some little beefs. I wouldn't start them out, you know, or wouldn't get involved with them. I would have ignored them. But even that shaped me, you know, some of the clashes, some of the beefs, that's what I look. So a lot of things, you know, I would have still do them because I've had fun. I've enjoyed being an artist, being on stage, getting to perform, getting to get paid to do something I love. This is what I always wanted to do, and I'm doing it. So it's been fun. It still is fun.
We have some comments there. Somebody said, well, Anna put some fire emojis. We have, you need Exodus. It says that Exodus can bust a hit. He's both of them are lyrical artists. I really want for Mr. X and KYATT collaboration. Yeah, and somebody put together DJ for sure. So, well.
How you mean?
Mr. X, we could look forward to, and you and KYATT as two elders foundation.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. That would be a discussion.
That's one of them bad rhythms, man.
All right. Okay.
Just tell me one of them bad rhythms and me drop a thing, me and Exodus can mash up that.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah,
I like to hear that. I like to hear that. That one gonna be one for the books.
Yeah,
Show them how it's done.
I tell you, I've been telling those young artists, networking is the key, brother, man. Make links everywhere you go.
True.
Take numbers, brother, man.
You're open to do collaboration with foreign artists as well.
Yeah, mix up with artists and things. Don't play superstar thing and it's you and your little crew and your camp and thing. You understand? Nah, man. I grew up in an era where you understand. You have to make links to make it. You have to know people. You have to have friends. You have to have people to support you and do things with you. Right now, the youths and them acting like, you know, them is superstar and them thing. Nah, man. Yeah, well.
So, what message you have for your fans and your listeners?
Yeah, man, just keep supporting the vibe. I so appreciate and love all the support. If you notice, my supporters are very loyal because it's been over 15 years, you know, and to be following somebody's music career for so long, you have to be loyal. So a lot of my fans have been there for a while. They're seeing the growth, they see the progress, and you know, even now when I see that I've already put in a lot of work and they appreciate that now I reaping the rewards. So, you know, just keep supporting the vibe, keep following me on all the social medias, keep sharing, subscribing, like. You understand? This is what will grow the artist even bigger. True. And I have a lot of big things in the works, you know. I can't let the cat out of the bag
the cat
right now, but so big up management, big up Brotherhood Entertainment, big up management, big up my team. Look out for all the KYATT for the Rhymes 2025 and beyond. A lot of big things going to happen. So all my fans and followers, stay tuned. You understand? Keep showing the love. Give thanks. Bless.
Yeah, man. Mr. X, any final questions for him?
I just wanted to ask him, what place I know he will say before. What's his favorite place, for performance,
Yeah, well, you would be surprised.
Yeah.
My favorite place to perform,
Yeah.
definitely where I feel free, where I don't feel obligated in the sense you cannot say this, cannot say that. But I love to perform everywhere in St. Lucia. Before this my place where I born, and you'll be surprised sometimes in your place it's hard and difficult for you. You might think it's because you're from. It might be easier. It might not be. But anyway, I go and perform. I try and put on my best performance. And as an artist, you're supposed to know where you can say this, where you can't say that, what is required of you on your venue.
Yeah, it's true.
I just enjoy performing on the whole. I like to be the center of attraction. I like to be on stage and get everybody attention and really deliver. So anyway, in St. Lucia is my favorite place to perform. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'll be going to Millet soon. KYATT Millet. Big up KYATT Millet. Look out for all the KYATT for the rhymes. King B, big up yourself and your whole life. Yeah.
And be sure to post more clips and stuff because we enjoy following that. That is our way of being, almost there with you, enjoying your moment. So even if it's a 30-second clip or whatever, feel free to post those things because that is fans like myself. I look forward in those things, So, folks, well,
I like.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I like to do that, and I tell a lot of the artists that take your fans along with you to enjoy the moment, enjoy the ride. They feel like they're there with you, and that's a good thing. Everywhere I go, I take pictures, I take videos. So I will never stop that. Trust me.
So, folks, we want you to follow Ali KYATT's music, all his social media, comment, interact with him, promoters, reach out to his team. He's ready and willing. Bring him back to the UK. Because he's carrying the banner for dancehall music in St. Lucia. There are other artists, there are other artists doing their thing, but he's been in the business and he's a great representation of the St. Lucian flag when it comes to what he does. So you keep making us proud.
Yeah, man.
Keep making us happy.
Gosh.
Yeah.
You see my flag in the background?
Yeah. yes.
But the English flag there too,
Oh yeah. I see that. Okay.
And the Lucian flag. You understand?
Well, you spend a little time in the UK. I thought you'd come back down with a UK accent. You get me?
Yeah, I lost my edit, man. I had the edit for like 1 week, but after the second week, the fellas on the block kissed me. I said, I forgot by edit, so I lost my edit. But I plan to go back soon, man, and work on it.
Yeah, next time you come up, link us up and stuff. So folks,
definitely, man. I will do that. Come live in studio, man, and do an interview.
We hope folks you've gotten to know the man a lot better, and you see he's very humble, very down to earth, approachable. He's been as like an open book to share his journey, and we're so thankful of that. He's coming on this forum, and I know we'll have you back again.
Yeah, man, anytime, brother, man.
So definitely, before we let you go. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I just want to. I'll remove myself on camera. I'll remove Mr. X, and I just want you to do a little promo for us, just live like that, just saying, this is Ali KYATT on the Caribbean Celebrity Show. We're making history there now, so we'll get off camera and let you, and then we'll come back.
Yeah.
All right, kaboom. Kaboom, kabang. It's the big bad Ali KYATT Father Rhymes bigging up the Caribbean Celebrity Show. Yo, Cashflow, big up yourself, big up Exodus, Mr. X, you large. Yo, kaboom. Oja connect to Ali KYATT. Well, alright. Shot palam when do what cap bite ball. Funka we meba uka kwese carnival. Nadine rakubal repetition shatal palomal. Tous les jours batou sap yo même sale. Cashflow, yo pa katiye mepri. Yo pa sadi yo kwenon pour Blackberry. Et yo ka fe ti mama iko tweet feature yo pa se ko de pack biswi. Exodus. Jolly long passe toi balaou. Kati make we a le koi pubaou. Kaboom, big up the Caribbean Celebrity Show. Big up Cash Flow. You understand? Big up Mr. X. Kaboom.
Kid.
Yes, man. Give thanks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
My brother. And
Yeah,
folks,
man.
we're just gonna do some reviews of some new upcoming movies. You're free to stick around if you like. We're just gonna take in some new music because there's some more music that has come out of St. Lucia. And also we want you guys to know that check us out this coming Sunday again. We have an artist from Jamaica. So Mr. X, do you know the name of the artist that's going to be there, right?
Bonnie General.
Okay. So for those of you who don't know the name, I'll play a piece of his song, and I'm sure you'd have heard that song.
Yeah.
Bring them go on. No tell them to go connect the human man in the land. Some somewhere one of them out lion. Tell them keep calm. They all them out and keep the plan and some of them all the arm. How them make a better dance? You know they dance so much of the go on. Because King Jennifer General call the girl down. And tell them little lion yes it run the land. Me a general and a criminal team marshal. The fight and just for them some get them and girls become a ground. And I'm gonna look up this and come back and I'm dance and I'm gonna end up with people. Let me do. Fuck up a sound and fuck up a pan and fuck up a bang and down.
Yes, that's this coming Sunday we'll have him with us. But let's check on some new music out of St. Sorry, some new music out of St. Lucia, folks. We have let's see, Mr. X, you sent me quite a few. Let's just see who we have here. We have, I know Ninja Dan has dropped a new track. We have, okay, let me just try, folks. Just bear with me. Try to. Can you hear it, Mr. X?
No.
No, you okay?
Now we can
could you guys hear it? Were you able to hear the song?
No, it's cracking, you know.
It's cracking. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll post a review. I'll post a review during the week because I couldn't have time to download them. But there's new music by Sire. There's new music by Ninja Dan. There's new music by Manchas. There's quite a few songs. So, folks, look out for that. I'll be posting a link where you could check out those songs. And maybe we'll probably do a review during the week of the new soca songs coming out. As we know, Carnival is on the way in St. Lucia. So we have to give our local artists the support. But again, I'm happy for artists like Ali KYATT, who is not a seasonal artist. He gives you music year round, and that is more of what we want to see. We want to see more of that throughout the year. So, folks, without further ado, we'll be wrapping up. I really want to thank you for your time and your effort. And don't forget to share the live when we repost it on the various different platforms. And continue to support good music. X, any final words before we wrap up?
Yeah, man, I just want to say thanks for all the fans, and also big up yourself, Ali KYATT, for coming on the show. I appreciate it, and also, long time, we haven't met, so big up yourself. Yeah,
man, long time,
also I said that a couple of Sundays back. My motto is, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift. Enjoy it. So do what you want to do, and remember, God is the greatest. Put God first in everything you do. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Wow, you guys are so inspirational, man. You don't hear the young artists giving those kind of, nothing against the youth, but it's really like, I feel honored just to be in your guys' presence. You might watch it as something very small, but for me, I cherish you guys and I respect you guys so much because I've seen the work y'all have done, you know, and you know, y'all are just so down to earth and still doing things. So boy, wow, I'm really proud to be connected to y'all in some way. So folks, thanks again. This is Cash Major Flow. I've really enjoyed tonight's program. I've really feel blessed and honored again, like I said, to be in this guy's presence. When you walk in and you happen to meet KYATT, maximum respect. Shake his hand or jam him, whatever. Show him some love. He deserves it. And thanks again. We'll see you all next Sunday. God bless.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Yes, I. Let me go out with one of your tracks. Let's see. We could.
Yeah, man. Bless up. Don't forget to check out the social media. KYATT TV on YouTube. You understand? Brotherhood Entertainment for bookings. You understand? Instagram, KYATT Fatherlands. Facebook, KYATT. So yeah, man, support the thing. Big up Caribbean Celebrity Show. Keep supporting the show. Keep supporting the vibe. Don't know the thing. Man. Love and respect. Mr. Heck, you know the thing. Bless.
Yeah, man. There you go.
Blackberry, yo même café, si maman écoute tweet tweet, yo pas école pack biscuit. Ça me nous Johnny Long passe toi balaou. Ratire me puis dans l'école pour baou. Dende bugla ou qui fait presque ou pas ouais comment nous pas ni pas matabou. Parler yo ka parler, ça va yo ka garder, vous ça yo toujours fâché, ça me nous parler yo ka parler, ça va yo ka garder, yo toujours envoyer, ça me nous tout à l'heure bas si bon femme ka fait bon pas TikTok, femme tout à l'heure tête yo ka fait bon pas Christmas, ou pas ni pièce hal prêter ou yo ka garder tête au pied, si yo la small palo pas support, là aller Gemini chanty tongue du bad, yo aimé là ka oui à la tête de la base, pas yo commande même que toi fidèle quoi, non yo ka chakou tout pas propose Johnny Long passe toi bala.
We want that collaboration, let me see. We want that collaboration. We want that collaboration.
Parler yo ka parler, ça faut yo ka garder, vous ça yo toujours fâché, ça me dit parler yo ka parler, ça faut yo ka garder, yo toujours envoyer, ça me dit chaque parla me do what ka